Hello all, welcome back to another great video and I'm Imran and you're watching ServiceNow by Sientifically. Yeah, so today we are going to see about a ServiceNow Discovery with this in-depth explanation about ServiceNow Discovery. Yeah, so we have actually saw that ServiceNow ingest module. So in that video, which is I have explained about each and every module of ServiceNow ingest in a simple way. So what I thought is, uh, with that explanation, it doesn't enough to get the knowledge about the um, ingest of the ServiceNow CMDB. So for that, I have been created this video for ServiceNow Discovery. And what is ServiceNow Discovery actually? So ServiceNow which is Discovery actually works with having a mid server as a middleman, and from ServiceNow instance, it uh, from ServiceNow instance, it from ServiceNow instance it hits the mid server, and from the mid server it get the connected network connected devices through a network. So mid server will be connected in the client side network, and that mid server will be connected with ServiceNow, and ServiceNow will send probes and sensors to the mid server to get the details of these details, and mid server has the credentials or credentials for the connected networks, which is connected devices, and it gets the recent updates, recent values of the respected devices. So this is how the ServiceNow Discovery works, and this is how ServiceNow Discovery has been driven. So in this episode, we are going to see about the steps and what are the things have been involved in the ServiceNow Discovery. And so no waiting to that. So we'll go to ServiceNow Discovery, and here we'll have credentials. See, we have credentials for the public, which is SNMP devices, and for the Windows we have this Windows the mid server service account, which is um, it everything is by which is apart from this record, everything has been created from the ServiceNow end. So these are the credentials for Windows and SNMP, and which is Windows and SNMP has been created by the ServiceNow, and these are the credentials. And if you want credentials, we can able to create using this new button. So uh, which is how to create a credentials and what are the things have been involved in that, I'll be telling you in the coming videos. So as of now, I'm just telling about the steps, what are all the steps have been involved in the service now. So for that, we have to go to ServiceNow Discovery Schedules. In that schedules, so importantly, mid server. So I have I have previously said, right, for getting the which is recent details of the connected network with the mid server, we need the mid server, right? So this is a ServiceNow instance. In the ServiceNow instance, which is located in we can say it was in India, but your client is in US. Okay, so from this instance, you have to connect with US devices. You have to get the informations of US US based devices in that location, right? For example, we'll take it as Texas. In the Texas, you have some clients. In that clients organization, there are about thousands of networks, thousands of devices, like printers, just routers, switches, which is servers, database, and which is laptops, computers, and workstations, and like that, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the device will be connected via network, right? Which is Wi-Fi or what kind of thing we can say it about in a network, right? So in that location in the Texas, you will be installing a mid server. Okay, so you'll be installing a mid server, and that mid server will be connected to that Texas location based every devices. Okay, in that mid server it is connected to a network, and from that network every devices will be connected, like thing which is for example, this is a mid server, and mid server will be connected to the network, and from this network every devices will be connected, right? uh, like kind of laptop server, sorry, laptop, yeah, server, Windows server, Linux server, and what are the things have been connected with the network, and this network will be connected with the mid server. And in India, you have a ServiceNow instance. You will be trying to hit the mid server, and and that in which is that mid server will be connected with these are all the networks, right? So it will have a credential, and it will fetch the details from the respected systems. So this is how mid server is many, which is most important in the discovery. So we have created this, which is mid server. So which is how to install the mid server, and how to initiate the mid server, and what are the steps to be involved in that. I'll be telling you in upcoming videos, so don't worry about it. So this is our mid server, which is we have installed using a VMware, and we have installed Windows Server 2025 Data Center Evolution version. Okay, which is um, I'll be using this mid server. Okay, so yeah, fine. Okay, so from here, so our mid server is in a state of up, and we should be validate the mid server once it is in a stage of up. So let me open it. See, we have so much of related links, like, yeah. So configuration parameters, these are all the default, and IP ranges for all. So we have given IP ranges for every IP ranges from 0000 to, which is it includes every IPs in that in that range. Okay, and so we can have the upgrade mid server, restart, pause, or these are the links have been available after the status is up in this mid server. So yeah, we'll do a quick discovery under this Windows discovery schedules. Can able to see that you can also create a new discovery schedule, or you can able to create a quick discovery. So let me give an IP range. Wait, yep. So this is the IP range I'm giving here. Let me open it. Come back to this. Okay, it's an actor. Right. Come back here. Let it be run. See, we have run this IP for through we have run this IP and we have get this inputs and ECC queue and the discovery logs and the device, the number of device we have classified. So for this understanding, I have a document here. It's come here. So this is the architecture and phases of the discovery, which is uh, first a targeted device. From the targeted device, which is this um, a targeted device, we have to decide which targeted device we need to get the information. Like I said, IP range or IP, right? And then which is it's hitting a mid server. In the mid server, it's create ECC queue and it get back the information to the instance again. This is the flow of this discovery. So let's make it okay. Yeah. So yeah. So in this phase, there are about which is it's about for discovery. It is about 4 stages. I have earlierly said this, which is first part is the scanning part, which scans the ports. What are all the ports available in that specific IP? And the second part, which is after scanning the ports, it will be get to know that what are all the ports are which is opened in that. After that, the classification, which is determines which device is that. Is kind of a which is Linux server or Windows server, a Cisco switch, or whatever it is. According to the probes, it will be able to gather the details. Okay, so after that, just after got the after it gets the details in that specific server or switch or Linux, it will be identified with our CMDB, which is that available in our CMDB or not, kind of checking serial number, MAC address, and host name, etc. After that, identification is completed, which is IRE, and it will be started to which is uh, update the system or update the CI or insert the CI, kind of, which is that part is called exploration, which is if the RAM is increased by 8 GB, according to the patterns, it works and it will be uh, update the CI with reconciliation rules. You know, this is how it, which is we have studied about identification rule and reconciliation rule, right? So, which is we see that rules are using in the discovery. Yeah. So you can ask that, Imran. So you can ask that how the classification works. So for which is SNMP devices, which is SNMP devices means kind of switches, routers, and it is called a network devices. Okay. For example, we'll take a net which is switches and routers. Switches and routers having a port which is you know that Sejam is a scanning part, which is it used to search for opened port. So for the device routers and switches, the 161 port will be opened. And for the Linux servers, which is SSH, SSH port will be opened. The Linux server, it is about 22. And for WMI, which is WMI is a Windows server, and that port is 135. So for one device, there will not be opened about three ports and four ports. For each and every devices, there will be only one port, and that port will be open means that, which is the probes will be triggered according to the opened ports. Okay, so this is how it works. So what is probes and sensors and patterns? These are the most important thing, which is service as a service developer needs to define what are all should be gathered in the classification part. So you have to create, which is for the SNMP, WMI, and SSH. There is a default service now out of the box, which is out of the box in the sense is a default service now itself having the defined probes and patterns for that. So if you're going to create a custom classifier or custom class, you have to define a custom probes and custom patterns. What is probes and what is patterns? Probes and sensors, which is almost same, which is uh, probes and sensors will be uh, get the basic details of the CI, and pattern used to update the CI attributes, which is a kind of a RAM, disk space, and serial number. um RAM, disk space, and other attributes like assign to and everything, which is asset tag. So much of attributes are in CI, right? So using the patterns, we can also create a new pattern, right? So using the pattern, it will pulls the details of the CI attributes, and this is how, which is patterns sensors works. Probes and sensors and patterns will works. And these are the kind, which is uh, the thing which is scanning, classification, and identification and exploration part, which we used to call it as a ECC queue. ECC queue, which is external communication channel. So in this part, we can able to see that um, for this specific IP, it's finding the ECC queue. You know, this is the ECC queue, which is it started the Shazam, and which is output is a, which is sorry, uh, sorry. See, if we see this means you can able to understand the thing, which is uh, ServiceNow instant screen share. See, every piece of ingest discovery data passes through here as an XML payload, which is output is a you can able to know that input and output, but here it's quite complex. You can able to understand, which is output is a uh, output is the thing which gives from the service now, and input is a what are the thing what are the thing gets in the service now. Okay, so which is for example, hey mid server, go and scan the IP, like here this Shazam probe has sent an output, which is from service now. It sends to mid server. Okay, and this input, which is these are all the thing which is from the mid server, it gets the input, which is from the mid server. These are all the details has been get from the uh, get from the mid server and just pass on to ServiceNow. After that, it finds that WMI port is open, which is 131, 135 port is open, and it started to classify, which is I have already said that, right? So once the port is found, it started it will start the classification. So it started to classify. So here you can able to see for this IP, has been found. So in this discovery, we can able to see that ServiceNow discovery log in ServiceNow has been started from our server, which is Shazam has been triggered, and it's also in the classifying mode, and it classified as a Windows system, and Windows MI, which is WMI runner has been which is to which WMI runner is a classified, and it's now it is just leave this part, and active couldn't classify, no WMI connection, now finished. So what is this error, what is this actually here? So for this point I'm just coming to after telling this. So yeah, so we have saw this as well as, so yeah, it it just once it has started, which is identification and reconciliation engine, it just first check the priority identify. For that it has to first classify and then it will go to identification. But here it just after classifying it's failed actually. So due to, if you open this, we can able to see that, okay, yeah. So if you open this, we can able to see that um, the thing which is actually how it actually works. Um, Wait, see, once we open this input, it shows that it shows that no valid authentication target for the type Windows. So as of now, we haven't set any credentials, right, to get the information about this Windows server. So that's the reason it returns as a authentication failed. And after that, it will be going to this part, which is, wait, and this is the reason why uh, it's showing as a mid server is not capable capable of getting the information. So which is, it gives the return result of active, which is the CI is active but couldn't classify and no WMI connection. So now it's finished and the discovery is completed. So this is how this window, which is discovery, works. And so let me tell that what will be happen after it's classified. So once the classification part is done, it's going to identification of that. So once the classify, which is the Windows server, has been classified, then it will be going to identification, which is it will go to the identification role, and it will go into a reconciliation role, and everything was set to good. Then it will update the CI. Otherwise, either it will be create the CI. So this is how it actually works. So these are all the common statement, which is for common errors we get in this discovery, which is a credential fail, as our discovery was failed. So let me do one thing. Let me do quick discovery about 10 dot do for this. Okay. will do for this. Yeah, let me refresh it. Discovery has been started. Okay, well, let's wait. It just started the Shazam Pro. See, now the server just the discovery has been started and completed. See, there is no devices found, and ECC Queue, which is output, is it started Shazam Pro, which is it checks the all the ports which is been opened, and it give the input as a it will give input as a I don't have any open ports here. So see, the CA is not reachable. So there is no response which is no response to target post scan by the mid server. So this is how if the CA is not found or just just there is nothing will be found in the CA which is in the network. It will through that error. So we can resolve this error by using just by checking the CIS for this. I'm saying that for this. So we have to check that if the CI is alive or not, or it's decommissioned or not. So like that we have to check. These are all the common which is errors we'll be getting through, which is getting from the discovery. So which is a credential field, which is we have previously saw that WMA classifier, right? For this Windows, the credential failed, IP found, but no CI created, which is um, if the Shazam success, but the pattern triggers, which is the node pattern will be triggered because which is if the CI will be found, but the firewall has a strong connection between there will be strong uh, which is break between having a biggest wall between the mid server and just mid server and the net, which is CI. So for that we have to give a right credential to which is sorry we have to give uh, a port should be open on the firewall, and then only we can able to gather the details of the CI. And which is due duplication will be the duplicate save we might be created because we correctly uh, we don't make the correct identification rules, means it will create the it will create a new CI which is already existing in our CMDB. So these are all the thing which is common errors we can get in discovery. So in upcoming videos, I'll be explaining about the live discovery, and so I'll be explaining what are the things have been involved in that. So also I'll be sharing that how to set up a mid server in a VMware, and so everything. So thank you for watching. Take care. Tada. Bye bye. Today's question, what is that? See, in the service now, so we have so much of modules, right? ITSM, ITOAM, which is HAM and CAM. There are so much of things. Please comment below which module is uh, most liked to you, and which is very interested to learn for you. So please comment below, and I'm also eagerly waiting for your comments. And until then, take care, tada, bye bye. See you on next video.